It's really important that we develop more of a holistic approach to health. Being in good health is more than just eating well and exercise. Of course, those are really important, right? You want to keep the body in decent shape and you want to eat well. But we also have to understand it's about mind, body, and soul. See, you can eat as good as you want to and you can exercise, but if you're putting your attention all day on disasters, negativity, things that raise your cortisol levels, then you're finished, right? So we need to start putting our attention on things we prefer. We need to start putting our attention, our focus on our energy on positivity, empowerment, not constant victimhood. We need to put our attention on loving things, because what we focus on is what's going to grow. The world has brainwashed us into consuming, putting our attention all day on everything that's bad, but that is making you sick, literally. It creates diseases. Also, it's about lifestyle. A lot of people are out here in marriages, they're completely miserable, right, in relationships that are literally making them sick. And so we need to learn to detach from marriages and relationships that have run their course. See, society has brainwashed us, taught us that we need to stay in a miserable marriage or relationships. Or if we don't, that makes us a bad person. But see, this is just more of society's brainwashing. You know, a lot of times too, we stay in relationships and marriages where we're no longer happy because we need that for validation. But you don't need anything outside of you to validate you. You're the creator. So a lot of people need to learn to be alone and realize it's not good for anybody to stay in a relationship that makes you miserable. Let go of the brainwashing of what society told you, right? All this stuff is affecting your health tremendously. So we have to be honest with ourselves, right? And it's everything. If it's friendships, right, that are just negative all the time, people that are in victim mode, we need to let go of these things, right? We need to let go of ideologies and belief systems that we're attached to that are making us sick, right? If you're attached to some hateful or negative ideology, these things make you sick, right? We need to learn to accept ourselves. That is a very big part of health. A lot of times we abandon aspects of ourselves because society teaches us that this and that is bad. We need to learn how to love ourselves completely. Anything else is terrible for your health. We need to allow ourselves to process emotions that are trapped inside the body. A lot of emotions want to leave you, but when you resist them, they can't leave. When you're judging them, they can't leave. They want to leave. They don't belong to you. You're not your emotions. Right? So we need to stop distracting ourselves with whatever it is, sports, right? A lot of people use sports to distract themselves, right? And we need to learn to allow ourselves to process our emotions so they can leave the body, so the body can heal and the body can be lighter, right? We need to let go of all the religious brainwashing that keeps us in victim mode, that keeps us in guilt and shame and fear. Fear, guilt, and shame are horrible for your health. See, all these things are creating illnesses in you. We have to give ourselves love. Love heals. Courage heals. Truth heals. Empathy heals. Compassion heals. Compassion for yourself, empathy for yourself and others. Forgiveness heals. Right? We need to let go of things. All this is very important for your health. We have to have a holistic approach. This is what a lot of these health advisors, these professionals, so-called professionals, aren't going to teach you, right? We need to let go of all the false things we identify with, right? You're not your job. You're not your profession, your career. You're not your religion. You're not your politics. You're not your country, right? You're the awareness of all those things, right? Identify with your true self, the I am. We have to start living in truth. Living in lies are extraordinarily unhealthy, right? This is what they're not going to tell you. This is why they don't have a cure for anything, right? Because the traumatized fragmented ego doesn't know anything. And so it doesn't have a cure for anything. They don't know, right? But we need to have a holistic approach. It's about a whole lifestyle. We need to start living in our highest excitement, living the life we want to live, not living out of practicality because we're afraid to chase our dreams. We're afraid to live the life we want to live, right? We let society brainwash us into living a life that we don't even like, to feel important or for validation, or because this is what society said, this is what good, responsible people do. It's all brainwashing. You're the creator. Follow your highest excitement. If you want to find your purpose, go online, look up the formula by Bashar, print it out, put it on your wall. Follow your highest excitement. In every given moment, whatever your highest excitement is, that could just be taking a walk. Whatever it is in that present moment, follow your highest excitement, and that will lead you to your purpose. See, we've been disconnected from that type of stuff. We've been disconnected from our intuition, right? We've been brainwashed to get caught up in the analytical mind, and that's why everybody's miserable. Right? We need a holistic approach to health. We need to break the conditioning, the unworthiness programs that are in our subconsciousness, that are in our subconscious. We need to bring awareness to those, bring what's in the dark to the light, right? So we can let all that go. All the unworthiness, all the low self-esteem. You're the creator. The fuck you need a low self-esteem for? Let that go. Get that out of your subconscious mind and throw it in the trash. All the limitations, right? All the self-doubt. These are the things that are making you sick. Constantly doubting yourself. Constantly people-pleasing to try to make everybody comfortable when people need to be uncomfortable so they can grow. So let go of the people-pleasing, right? Being a nice guy generally makes you unattractive, right? Now see, I see a lot of guys in like giving dating advice, talking about how something's wrong with women because they like bad boys, right? No, nothing's wrong with them. Something's wrong with you because you abandoned. Society told you to abandon the dark aspect of yourself. When you'll be much happier if you dig that motherfucker up and let him breathe. So nothing's wrong with them. See, they're just a product of biology. The problem is society and your religion that taught you to be a good little boy all the damn time. That turned you into a people pleaser. And I know, I was there. Right? Your heaven on earth ain't gonna be created by you being a nice guy that's agreeable. See, they just want you to be authentic. And it feels so good when you're able to be authentic. Right? Stop caring about what people think. That's making you sick. See, this is what they're not going to tell you. Right? Because it's society likes you to be sick. It's profitable. They like you to be mentally ill, right? There's a lot of money made from people being mentally ill. So let all that go. And this isn't about feeling guilty. Don't feel ashamed for anything. See, it's about accepting yourself. It's about even accepting that you abandon yourself, right? Accept that. It's all good. I've done it. Everybody has, to some extent, whether they want to admit it or not. I'll admit it. Right? So it's about accepting yourself, all of it. Because you're none of this shit anyway. It doesn't fucking matter what you fucking did. None of this is you. You're the awareness of all these things. You're the creator, for fuck's sakes. You're not the body. You're not your thoughts. You're not your experiences. You're not your emotions. You're not your personality. You're not your job. You're the awareness of all those things. You're whole and complete. You're a frequency being. So there's nothing to be ashamed about. There's nothing to be guilty about. There's nothing to be afraid of, because nothing can touch you. Nothing touches the I am. The I am is like the sun. Nothing touches it. It just shines. But you see, your light doesn't go out. Your light just keeps shining and shining for all eternity. Right? So you don't have to run from your darkness, from your weaknesses, from your so-called mistakes. You created those mistakes. Right? So it's not about making anybody feel guilty. That's the ego that feels guilty. The separate self that thinks it's separate. You're not separate from anything. So you have nothing to feel guilty about. You're everything. The good and the bad. The so-called bad. You're all of it. You're me. This is about accepting it all. And loving yourself. And loving others. Because anything else is unhealthy. Right? And once you break identification with the body, watch the body get healthier. When you start identifying as I am, watch how the body just heals. Watch all those traumas, those so-called traumas, watch them all leave. When you stop identifying with the body, watch all the illnesses start to leave. So health, as great as exercise is, and as great as, right? As great as exercise is, and as great as eating well is, we need a holistic approach. See, I hear a lot of people talking about things like Medicare for all. I love that. Right? My ego loves that. But instead of Medicare for all, right, we need people to step into their true identity. We need people to reprogram themselves. We need, right, drinking water for all. I hope all this shit like soda and all this trash, right, I hope the prices go up so people will stop drinking that shit. All that shit is going to do is rot your teeth anyway. Half the shit they sell out here just rots your teeth and make you unhealthy. Right? We need organic for all. We need organic vegetables for all. We need self-esteem for all, confidence for all, self-love for all, unity consciousness for all, detachment for all. Right? That's what we need more of. We need authenticity for all. We need truth for all. I could go on and on. So, health is more than just exercise and pills and vaccines. We have people attached to religions that are literally fucking killing them. But they don't want to let it go. They'll go to their grave with it and take everybody else with them. Right? And anything but accepting reality. And that's okay. I still love them regardless. Because I get it. But sometimes the most courageous thing we can do for ourselves and for others is accept reality and stop running from it to protect our egos. See, you're the I am. You don't need protection. Your safety is in the fact that you're immortal. The fuck does an immortal creator being need to be safe? That's the ego. The ego needs to be safe because the ego is impermanent. But you're not. Right? The I am has nothing to worry about. And that's you. Alright. Love y'all. Peace.